Alright people, this is Brad the Lad back again with another video for a Wednesday Phil Neville Show, and today I'm going to be talking about a good few topics. First two are quite serious. Obviously you guys know that the Manchester City versus Arsenal game has been postponed due to fears of the coronavirus, which is, it's getting pretty concerning now. Serie A has closed down because it is all over Italy at the moment. It's pretty shambolic. It's very, very sad. It's very difficult at the moment for a lot of people, having to self-isolate. The Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos chairman has got the coronavirus, and the reason Arsenal players apparently met with him after the Olympiacos game in the Europa League quite recently, and I think obviously there's a precaution that the Arsenal players could possibly test positive for this virus. I think it's really, really difficult at the moment. It's really horrible. I think it's getting worldwide now. It's getting, well, it has been for some time, but some of it's broken into parts of West Yorkshire where I'm from, in the Leeds Bradford area, and I think the people who've flown off to Italy. My friend has got some people who've gone off to Italy, knowing that there is that risk of the coronavirus, for a holiday, and I think it's just really, really sad at the moment that people are suffering in this way. So, look, I think it's difficult. Obviously, schools have closed for a couple of months. My college is still open. I think schools and colleges, don't think about your self-pride. Don't think about how bad this could be for the school. Health is more important than education. Okay, the Football Federation say, look, health is more important than football, which is true. We need to, obviously, you might be saying this. You might think, oh, you're only saying this because you want a bit of time off. Well, it might be nice to have 2 months at home, but still, it's not good. It's terrible. Your health is more important. And I've learned for that from experience. Obviously, I didn't do my GCSEs because I left. I left because I had terrible anxiety. My mental health was in a bad place. Right, this isn't, this is a football thing, but it's really, really difficult that losing Premier League matches. And you're thinking to yourself, is the season going to carry on? Are Man United going to play Tottenham this weekend? Are we going to see Premier League football, or because Serie A's closed down, Arsenal game today has been postponed, so we don't know what's going to happen, which is really sad and really difficult that we might not be able to see our beloved sport anymore. Well, not anymore, but for this season anyway, and that's really, really sad and very difficult, and we need to do, and I don't know what we can do, but I think soon schools and colleges should be closed. Whether that's the school's decision or the college's decision, whether that's the council's decision, I don't know how it all works, but something does need to happen, in my opinion, personally. Right, so let's move on to the footballing state. So Tottenham, of course, last night got knocked out of the Champions League, losing 4-0 in aggregate after a 3-0 hammering from Red Bull Leipzig in the Champions League. Jose Mourinho's team are out. And yeah, obviously, things are looking quite bleak at Spurs at the moment. They're struggling in terms of form. They were really lethargic in the 1-1 draw at Burnley at the weekend. Weren't really that great. Dele Alli penalty saved them. And obviously, it's going to be another trophyless season for Spurs in the Premier League this year, and it's not a good one for Jose Mourinho. And obviously, they were without Kane, without Son. They were a bit unlucky But we've got them this weekend. I think I'm quite confident going into the game, but but because it's Tottenham, it's Mourinho. Mourinho, you might have a plan, even without his best players, to beat United, who have been in fantastic form recently. And I don't know. This is a game we would actually lose, but I do feel quite confident about it. But it is difficult for Spurs, obviously reaching the Champions League final last year, and were completely, utterly woeful. Both teams were, Tottenham and Liverpool, they were both woeful. But the fact that they reached the Champions League final, it's not really a surprise. But obviously Tottenham, don't think really had a chance because there was no Kane, there was no Son. Obviously, I think they did it without Harry Kane last year when they played Ajax, but obviously it didn't work out this time. Is Paul Pogba about to stay at Man United? I've heard some stuff from a few sources actually that Pogba wants to stay at Manchester United because Bruno Fernandes has convinced him. I don't know whether that's verbally, that Bruno Fernandes has had a word, or whether Bruno Fernandes' performance has convinced Pogba to stay at the club. But I think it is absolutely brilliant if those two can stick together. I don't know whether would play Fred or McTominay, but if this rumours are true, that is excellent news. And I think there is. I think we can bring in some great quality, and I think we're linking ourselves with some great players at the moment. So things are looking quite up for United at this point in time, and hopefully, these rumours are true, and this will boost our chance again to the Champions League. I think it all depends on that really, on what we want to do on that front. So we're going to go into this next part of the video. I'm going to be talking a bit about Aston Villa. We're talking about possible football in Europe for Burnley again, or maybe Crystal Palace. And we'll also be talking about Eric Dyer as well in a bit.